Wilson will kick off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning on the Jets. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Fires to the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
And they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
And he added the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
Bring me one. I'm in the middle of a game.
In the backfield, and he has it. Now they've got even more breathing room.
I'm in the middle of a game. Taco. Yeah, please.
up to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Here comes the heat. And as he throws, what a play, it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clemson has just been prolific at the receiver position. More scheme or more talent? I'd argue it's both, David.
Yeah, I argue more talent over the years, just dudes on the outside that win. And you know what? I think Clemson, as much as anybody in the country, has always featured those guys. And you want to play one-on-one with those guys, or you want to give them a cushion like they'll throw it right now. And they've always believed in those guys out wide. And you know what? They usually come through for them.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll go with a direct snap. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggie! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He'll do it himself. Fighting off the defender. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
He's going for it all. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Bringing it back. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. At the 20, he's got space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout.
Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Oh, he's going to go up top. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Tell you what, defensive dream, right? You dream about coming out, setting the tone. You practice your script all week of what you want to be in and how you want to be successful. And bam, right out the gates, forcing the INT. Let's go.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Snap it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Steps away to find some room. Complete downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Aggies. Excellent pass by the back on the option. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Looking for blockers. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Back to pass, it's Manning. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble.
It's a running room. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And And he splits the uprights on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Nice move to keep running. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Direct snap. Finds a little space. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Handoff from the gun. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So,
a lot of space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. There he goes. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Makes the catch, it's Wingo. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. You got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that...
Right down the boulevard. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they'll try to tack on two. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Play the analytics here, and you go for two. To the air, it's Manning. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion. The Longhorns get it past the sticks. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Fires to the big fella. And they swarm him under. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Right down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. One more snap coming before halftime. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
and they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it. And you can tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Direct snap. Slithers into space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go with a direct snap. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fires to the big fella. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Snap it to the back. Breaks the tackle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Rides to back and leaves it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They're going to run it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game. And I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
It's third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll run the option. The offense coughs it up. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Fires left. Makes the grab. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time. Right?
He's loose. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And as a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash, and maybe the kicker likes it from that area. But this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Longhorns need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one.
How about the kicker coming through in a must-have moment? They had to have this kick to take the lead late in the ball game. All the pressure, give me all the pressure, and he comes through in the clutch.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls in.